One is the best football player in history, and the other one is a lot of things, but in today's story he will play a role of a businessman. So how did these two crossed paths and how will their story end? That's what we will cover in this video. Logan Paul and KSI were not friends. For years they were biggest enemies on YouTube. All those hard words, punches and years of rivalry were erased in a single moment when they announced partnership in 2022. Prime was the biggest project of their lives and they were dealt perfect cards to play it. Didn't need marketing because of their big audience, strong partners, and a bunch of influencers who wanted to grab some fame from their work. Complete chaos in the stores and the markets, people reselling juice on eBay for profit. After all of this, Prime wasn't just another influencer product anymore. It had become one of the fastest growing sports drink brands in the world. But just as everything seemed to be going perfectly, one of the biggest names in football decided to enter the same market. After Prime's success, the sports drink market became really interesting. Before Prime, big brands like Gatorade and Powerade were dominating the industry. But Prime proved that a personal brand could be just as powerful as traditional marketing. Messi, understanding all of this, created a new energy drink called Moss Plus with himself as the marketing machine behind it. One thing Messi had that Logan and KSI didn't was global trust. He had been a football superstar for over 20 years, while the audience that watches YouTube is mostly made up of younger viewers. But there was one mistake in Messi's plan that would change everything. Prime was the fastest growing sports drink brand in the world, and the idea of the greatest football player of all time entering their market didn't sound too good to Logan and KSI, so they decided to pick a fight with him. But how, if everything had been done legally? Well, the only thing they managed to find was the drink's design. They claimed that Messi's packaging was too similar to Prime's, so they decided to sue. But Messi fought back. He argued that Prime had no right to claim ownership over generic bottle design elements and that the market should remain open to fair competition. So, he filed a countersuit. After all the headlines, after all the reactions, and Logan's challenge to a fight, things suddenly went quiet. There were no big public fights. There were no new roll calls. While fans were waiting for the outcome, legal teams continued their work behind closed doors. In early 2026, the two sides reached a settlement and dropped their mutual lawsuits. So, who won? If there was no final court decision, did anyone actually win? Some would say Prime. Others would say Messi. But perhaps the answer is much more interesting.